Okay. This lecture will make or highlight the importance of thinking about the different building systems of your project from an early stage. طبعا all of you took several courses of building construction, structural systems, technical systems, HVAC, plumbing, lighting, acoustics, and many other technical courses that support your design. It is recommended that you start to think about these systems from the beginning of it. Don't leave it until the working drawings and then let's think about it. No, you should think about it from an time of your project. So at this stage, you need to think about all the systems that you have and think about it as an important element of your design. I don't know why is this not working. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Did you lose the connection or what? No?
Yes, we see the screen.
Okay. I don't know why it's not working like yesterday. Right. Usually the architect was the only person responsible of building design until World War I in 1914. Things were simple, materials were simple, systems were simple. But after the war, the technology revolution changed many of the building industry components. So there are many complex technologies that were introduced, materials, construction systems, and also standards of living started to be different. People want to have air conditioning in their houses. They want to have lighting. They want to have sound systems. They want to have internet. They want to have many other technologies inside their homes. The hygiene systems changed. Everything improved and changed. Also, we have many people with higher standards of living that became part of the society. So World War I was really a turning point in the building industry, and we started to find new prototypes of buildings, new technologies, new methods of construction, and so forth. So it became impossible for the architect to do his work alone. So we have to think about many things: structure, technology, MAP, many other things that we didn't have before that time. So having an architect alone doing everything became almost impossible. Uh, you cannot have an architect that do anything unless you teach this architect for 10 or more years to become a complete person that can do a building alone. So we don't work alone. We work as teams of people. We think about interior spaces. We think about building envelope, but these are not enough alone. We have to consider the technical systems, the mechanical systems, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and now we all talk about sustainability and different and aspects of the design. So don't think about yourself as the only person who is doing the design. No, this is a wrong image and a very old image. The architect is now part of a team, and this team should be involved in the design from the beginning of the project, because their decisions, their ideas, their might have requirements that you have to consider from the beginning of the design, and that affects the spaces and the form of your building. So all the elements of structure and MEP and different systems that are required, sustainability requirements, will affect the form and shape of your building. So we have many subsystems, and every day we hear about new systems. And I think in the near future, you will also hear about new systems like health systems, public health systems. Maybe we will have new types of doors, new types of entrances, and new types of spaces within every building. Maybe clinics, maybe areas where people can work alone, separation, more spaces within buildings, distance, social distancing between workers. So in the near future, I think you will start to hear about new systems that we didn't hear about before. And this impacts our spaces, our environmental elements, our form of the building. We might hear about new air ventilation systems. Be prepared always to hear the news and learn continuously. Consider your bachelor degree as the starting point. And from there, you are start to learn about a specific discipline or subject. So from the very beginning, you need to think about the systems that will be required for your building and how will these systems affect your design. So let me hear from you. What do you think are the systems that will be required for the artist's house?
Mechanical and
Well, yeah, be specific. What mechanical? What do you mean by mechanical?
The water supplies should be like afforded because they will need it a lot. For
Okay,
cleaning
water supply and
The HVAC.
and
HVAC.
huh?
The HVAC.
So, what kind of HVAC are you going to have? Are you going to have
Depends.
a central or that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Are you going to have central or units within each room or split in each room?
no, hopefully have central.
I think
Yeah,
for
most.
Okay.
I think for workshops,
Yes.
because of the odor that might come from the chemicals used or the paint, it might be a separate
Okay.
ventilation system for the workshop only, different from the living space.
Okay. Okay. So you might need even the container that they use to do some materials that produce fumes. A hood with a shaft to the air outside. Okay, what items we need in the house?
For dancers or singers or musicians, maybe soundproofing systems, like having
Okay, so
walls.
you a soundproof room or walls.
Yes.
You might need a sound system all over the house so that you can listen to the music in the kitchen, in the bathroom, in the bedroom, in the workspace, in the living room. So you might need a system. Okay, what else? Hmm, think about other systems. Light,
Plumbing system, light, electricity, electrical.
electricity and lighting, and maybe you need some power points, yani high power points, not only regular electricity points. If you have machines, if you have heavy machines that cutting or making the models, laser cutter, maybe you need high volt machines. Okay, what else?
Doctor, also maybe systems that are passive and do not require electricity, such as like the house to be entirely equipped with ramps if he's moving things from um, certain places. So this is considered a system or not if it's like ramps and passive way.
Well, these are passive systems. These are to passive. If you are going to have a wind, a courtyard, shrubberies, all these are passive systems. But we are talking about systems require design by specialists and other consultants. Yeah. So what about surveillance? Maybe the artist will leave the house for a while and do something and for a couple of days or a week and come back. So you will need surveillance cameras. You will need security system to be
Yes.
installed in the house. Okay. What other things? Maybe you think about this artist would like to be environmental friendly. So maybe we can install some sustainability strategies like solar energy. So maybe we have solar panels installed on the roof. It can provide part of the electricity and be environmental friendly and save time, save money and energy. So if we are going to use solar panels, what will this require?
A sloped roof.
A sloped roof, exactly. What is the angle of the best angle for the sloped roof?
Doctor?
What is the
Hello.
best angle for the sloped roof?
60 degrees.
45 degree.
Okay, look for this information. I want you to information. What best angle for the
Hello, doctor? We can't hear you.
on the solar panel? If it's 30 degrees, so you need to have a inclined roof that is 30 degrees towards the south. So you get the maximum solar exposure for the sun, for the solar panels, right? Hello?
Yes, doctor.
Hmm.
We couldn't hear you because it was a bad connection.
Okay.
Voice wasn't. Could you please repeat?
Yeah, I was saying that if you search for the information and found that in Jeddah, the best orientation of the solar panels is 30 degrees towards the south.
Okay, only in Jeddah, right?
Yeah, in that in that region around the world, because each latitude will require a different angle.
Okay.
So you need to think about what is the best angle for the solar panels. Supposedly, I think it will be around 30 degrees, 32, 35, something on that range. So if it's 30 degrees towards the south, so you need a large area covered by solar panels. So that will immediately affect the form of the building. So all these decisions taken from early stage will affect the design decisions that you make now. You don't need to wait until the end and then, okay, let's install solar panels, and then you find that it's 30 degrees towards the south. That's why these decisions make you avoid mistakes like these. This is a building that they decided to make a central air condition. So they put the air handling unit in the garden, and they had to bring different machines in. Or this will create, of course, visual pollution exterior. Here we have people who forgot how to provide air conditioning for the building, so they had to install all these compressors. So even for your design of the artist house, if you're going to use split units, so each room will be provided with a compressor and the air supply unit inside the room. How will this impact the design, the interior space, and the exterior form? Are you going just to let it be placed anywhere, or you can design something that covers these units? So because it will create visual pollution and will destroy the design that you spend a lot of time working on. Also from the interior, if you don't provide appropriate place for the air conditioning unit, it will destroy the interior space and create visual pollution inside. So these systems are very important to consider now. And as I said, technology is providing us with materials and systems and products every day. Every day, there are many sites that you can register in, and they send you daily or weekly newsletters of materials, of systems that can be used in your design. So keep learning. Don't think that you will get everything in the university. No, you will get only the ticket to start your journey. This is the purpose of the university. We open the road for you in order for you to learn and continue learning the rest of your life about this particular discipline or subject that you are interested in. So this is not the end. It is the beginning of what you are going to do the rest of your life. The other important thing is teamwork. teamwork in the design, in the building industry is a must. It's unavoidable. Don't think about yourself as the only person on the يعني, that is doing all the systems and design and everything. No, you have to have a team, communicate with the team. That's why communication and responding to emails and responding to phone calls and submitting your work on time is a professional attitude that makes the work successful. So, as we said, the solution to manage all this amount of information is work. You need to learn how to work in groups, how to communicate, how to attend meetings, how to take meeting notes, how to write correspondence for the group. These are very professional requirements for everyone. Another thing is that we have to think about integrated design, integrated thinking. We need to think about the design from the beginning as different systems that will be integrated from the beginning of the design so that we avoid any visual pollution, interior or exterior. So don't leave anything for the contractor or for the owner to do later. No, you have to design everything from the beginning, so the end product will be what you already know or want. So integrated systems, what we call building systems integration, the BSI, is the process for the successful design and spaces at the end. So who are the people that are involved in the design of our projects? Of course, we have the architect. We have interior designers who design the interior spaces. We do the interior architecture, and then they continue and do the interior design with us. We have facility managers, those who are going to run the buildings after we finish and start working. We have utility companies, electricity, water, air conditioning, all these. If you have central district cooling, you need also to think about it as a utility. Gas, any other utility that you are getting. Construction managers who are going to supervise the construction of the building. Civil engineers, of course, we know the civil engineers and structural engineers. We work a lot with them. Electrical engineers, if you have all electrical systems of lighting, of sound, of surveillance, of internet, I think you need all those people. Regulatory agencies, those who are going to provide you with permits and papers for the building. Mechanical engineers who are designing the escalators, elevators, HVAC systems. The contractor who's going to build. The landscape architect. So we have many and many people, and if the project is more complex, we can have sociologists, anthropologists, archaeologists, psychologists. We can have many types of people to involve in the work. So think about yourself as a team member. You might be a team leader, not necessarily, but you are definitely part of a large team. So the building works with many aspects. It is not only working by what the architect provides. It works by many, many, many systems that are designed and provided by different specialists. and we need to think about the building as a complex system. It's not just walls, floors, and ceiling. It's more than that. It's all what you have learned in the university of technical systems, structural systems. You should think about it as one whole knowledge base that you apply in your design. So integration. You need to think about the mechanical systems, the interior spaces, the building envelope, the structural system, all at the same time when you are thinking about your spaces and forms and building design. That's why our discipline is complicated, because we don't think unidimensional or in one single dimension. We think in many levels about many things at the same time. So integration and teamwork. Integration, design integration, building systems integration, BSI, and teamwork. These are two important skills that allows you to become a professional architect in a respected place. So when we think about a building or a space, we think about technology integration, thermal, acoustics, luminous, sustainability, building systems, structure. So what we are looking at now in this space is not only architectural space. We think about solutions for the air conditioning, the natural lighting, the artificial lighting, the building systems that allow people to use the space, and the sustainability systems that are applied. So it's a complex space. It's not a simple space. Also thermal considerations, the microclimate of the building. How do you create these different climates inside? The passive solar, the sun control, the daylight interface. How do we make this all part of our design? How do we provide visual comfort, not visual pollution? So we need to think about how we use daylight or electrical lighting to provide this luminous for the building. Sustainability, as we said, is becoming a must. We don't think about twice that we want to apply sustainability strategies in our building. It is something that is becoming a common part of the design. So we need to think about the context of the building, the architectonics, the passive solar and daylighting systems, the adaptive reuse of our environments and buildings. So our building is determined by three things mainly: the form, the cost, and the performance. How the building is performed, the cost, and the end performance of the building. So I think we will stop here because of the time limit, and then we'll continue, inshallah, after 5 minutes. So don't go away.